Smoking is so uncool.
Students in the largest city in the Garden State participated in this year's Kick Butts Day. It's a day set aside to bring awareness to the dangers of smoking. Here's more details. Thousands of youth across the United States stood out, spoke up, and seized control against big tobacco for Kick Butts Day. In Newark, elementary school children displayed posters, performed dramatic skits and songs, and read essays about tobacco risks. The Dr. William H. Horton School of Arts and Technology Elementary School was one of many schools who participated in Kick Butts Day.
A few years ago, after losing a sister 10 years ago, another sister ill, smoking-related illness, I myself became ill from 50 years of smoking. And I'm doing very well, and I'm thankful for that. And with my blessing, I am helping other children to stop smoking. Realizing the money that is spent on tobacco can be used instead of burning up our bodies. Let's build up our communities.
Kick Butts Day, which was started back in 1996, has teachers, youth leaders, and health advocates organize events to raise awareness of the problem of tobacco use in their state or community, encourage youth to reject the tobacco industry's deceptive marketing and stay tobacco-free, and urge elected officials to take action to protect kids from tobacco.
We have to keep it in their minds on a daily basis to keep this here poison out of our community.
Kick Butts Day is organized by the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids. The campaign is a nonprofit organization that accepts no government or tobacco industry funding and relies on contributions from individuals, philanthropic foundations, corporations, and other nonprofit organizations. The organization said they had over 1,000 events scheduled for this year's Kick Butts Day throughout the country and the world.
Hello, my name is Jahada Sharif. I am the founder of the Creative Spirits of the state of New Jersey. This is a 501c3, they call it, a nonprofit organization, which means that we are community people. We work for the community. What is so special about this organization, we started in 1979. We're not funded and no one has been paid. We are community people working together to improve the quality of life in our community. We believe that people working together can accomplish anything, even to making a better community. We now are representing a program called Kick Butts Day. Kick Butts is to get tobacco out of the community, which is a very special program to me. If you notice the raspiness in my voice, it's because I was an ex-smoker. And members of my family, which you will meet here on this program, who has suffered from tobacco use. So we're trying to encourage our younger people especially not to smoke and our older people to stop. And if you ever think about lighting up a cigarette, think about this program that you are going to see. We also like to encourage our younger people who feel as though it's no use trying, that it is. And our guest today is Mr. Luna Mishu II. Mr. Luna Mishu was a councilman here in East Orange for many years, and he is also very active with his church, St. Mark's AME Church in East Orange, and he is also a member of the Creative Spirits, helping to improve the quality of life in the community. But he's here for a very special reason. He's here to talk about his father. His father was president of a well-known university, started off as a college, and he was about the longest president of that university, if I'm not mistaken, something like 27 years. a mathematician, which is something black people wasn't during those days of Mr. Mishu coming up. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Mishu to give us just a little history about growing up and with a father who was an educator. Not too many of us had that at this time, at our age. So could you tell us a little bit? And first I want to say welcome and thank you. Your son made it possible, Louis III. So those missions given us a lot of things to create spirits, made it possible for us to be with the Dr. Horton Street School, the children. Unfortunately, he's not with us today, but he does send his love.
Thank you, Jahada. I have 3 children and 7 grand.
Okay, I know your son is an educator, and your daughter is an attorney.
She's an attorney.
And your other son?
He works, he lives in Chesapeake, Virginia, and he works with the Boys and Girls Club. And he lives with children. He has 4 years old. We're doing all over the world.
Okay, so your children, your wife, she was very active also in the community and really active in the church. So his legacy is continuing on in some way or other, which is very, very important because that family unity. And you all grew up in St. Mark's. Your children grew up here too?
Yes.
Okay, so that proves a family that prays together. Stays together.
Well, even though everybody has gone different directions now, my daughter is married. She's married to a Baptist minister, and she herself preaches. She's a minister. And they're happy, and when they're happy, I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
We try to instill good principles of living along the way.
Well,
And we don't worry about them. They know how to handle life situations themselves. And they've always made good choices, good partners with their chosen partners. We don't get into trying to choose for them. They've been able to make good use of their choices.
Okay, well that is good to know. So we got that message out, the importance of that family relationship to our community, which is so important. I want to get back to our other purpose for this program here, kicking butts out of the community. And what we're trying to do is to encourage our children, especially others, instead of burning up their bodies, let's build up their community. It's a lot of money that is invested into that. And not only that, it really does to your heart. And today, we don't have the funds for financial taking care of ourselves. So the best way is to live better. And getting tobacco out of your system is important. I wanted to go over some of the information that I have here to hope that we can somewhat encourage our listening and viewing audience why they should not smoke. Because a lot of these words I don't understand. With your background, you may be able to pronounce it for me, but I can. So you can sort of look over my shoulder, and it says.
Take it a lot for granted.
Right. Did you know that cigarettes are more than tobacco rolled in paper? There are more than 4,000 chemicals in a single puff of cigarette smoke, and at least 61 are known to cause cancer. You know, most people don't know that, but to think that there are all these chemicals, 4,000 chemicals, and 61 of them are known to cause cancer. So think about that when you light up a cigarette. And the tobacco industry addicts more than 1,000 youth every day. Every day, 1,000 youth. And you know, you got how many thousands in one school. So you can imagine how many kids is going to be addicted. Worldwide, tobacco use kills one person every 6 0.4 seconds.
Wow.
Wow, right?
Mm.
Ingredients found in tobacco are carbon monoxide. Okay, I can say it. Okay. Formaldehyde, that's found in embalming fluid. So you're embalming.
For embalming.
So we embalming ourselves before we die, right? Remember that when you smoke. You want to get that. You know what this is? Toluene or something?
No.
What?
Toluene.
All right. Well, this was used in paint thinner. You know what paint thinner? I could
It's
just
sort of like turpentine.
yeah. But you know what this one is? Well, this is something that's
Isoprene.
found in rubber, and this one is used in paint and varnishes. Acetone, I think they use that for in nail polish too. And most of arsenic, right? Found in rat poison. That's
what they kill the rats with.
yeah, right. Right, and they put in that's all in a cigarette, right? And found in vinegar, hair dye, photo development fluid, ammonia, and a typical household cleaning fluid. And the list goes on and on. And these chemicals are known to cause skin irritation to the eyes, irritation, nose, throat, headaches, and to make you sick. Liver and kidney damage, because I notice people that smoke, if I look in their eyes and their lips, I know their kidneys has been affected by smoking. I can just look at that and see. So, we're here not just to entertain, we're here to talk about what is good for you and to give up smoking. And the money that the average person smokes, the more you smoke, the more you will. If you smoke a pack a day, you spend about $3,000 a year. And I'm not going to, one of the other things that they've been trying to encourage the tobacco industry for the longest to stop the advertisement. But despite legal settlements and laws to have cartel, their marketing tobacco companies still spend huge sums, $18.8 million a year to market their deadly and addictive products, and they continue to entice and addict American kids. What we're saying here is, I smoked, I'm ill, I can't smoke anymore, I will surely die.
Mm-hmm.
I have another sister who you all will see later on in this show, who's in a wheelchair for smoking. I have another sister who's deceased for smoking. Smoking has really devastated our family. So now, once they got us three to stop smoking, they got to replace us. So the kids coming up today are called the replacement smoker. So they have to do different things to encourage our children to smoke. So the tobacco industry used the advertisement to encourage our children to smoke. So we're trying to do our own form of advertisement to encourage our children not to smoke. And I tell parents when I see them, do you love them? If you love them, then not only are you killing yourself, but you're killing your child. And they would quickly tell me, oh, I don't smoke in the same room. But do you know if you pick the child up and hold it to you, they smell it, it's coming onto their skin. We think that we go in there and wash it off or put in a lifesaver, And I see especially young ladies, nobody walked up to me in the streets and talked to me about it, but I walk up to others. They say I'm taking a chance with my life. I don't know. I feel like I'm blessed to be able to be here to tell our children about smoking. I tell them, God saved me. I'm the oldest of my sisters. And they're in worse condition, physical condition. And I tell our people, God saved me for a divine reason to stop them. So don't get mad with me because God made me do this. So go get mad with God. So I guess they laugh, but they got to understand because nobody wants to talk to God. Their arms are too short. So, and they listen. But we really want our community to know the poison that's in there and the monies that is spent. So we really are running out of time. We have a big show coming up featuring the Dr. Horton Street School in Newark with other special guests. So we want you to enjoy it, and also we use these DVDs as a way to raise money for housing, education, and social programs. So we thank Mr. Mishu and his son, Luna I. Mishu III, for introducing us to Dr. Horton Street School. And I thank the school for giving Creative Spirits the opportunity to be a part of their daily programs, because we came in there, they didn't know me from nothing. And I was there a couple of days a week, and it did such good work. And the children, believe it or not, knew more about the backer than we gave them credit for. And they were glad to bring in a lot. Because your son said, Jahab, you don't have them doing homework, do you? I said, they're doing it, you know. They were glad to bring in information. One little girl said to me, she says, they talk about child abuse. They should lock mother up or parent up for smoking around their child. So we want to close. And again, I want to thank you and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Good evening, Dr. Horton. It is, well, first I'm going to ask you to quiet down, because we do have our mics, but the kids are talking in the back. They're going to be talking, and I really want you to hear everything, because they worked so hard for this presentation. So, first I want to welcome you and thank you for coming. We have worked hard. Our teacher, we want to thank Ms. Sharif. We want to thank every staff, student, and especially our parents for allowing your children to come and participate in this program. We thank you for your patience, for your time. We ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Without further ado,
heard me speak before, and I demand that y'all be very quiet, because we have something to tell you. I hope the parents noticed the posters that the children did. They're very involved about tobacco. They know more than what we do. I mean, some of the children did homework and brought back the results of their homework. A lot of the things that you see that they're going to present here in this first gift are things that they know that is important. Myself and any parents out there, I smoked for many, many years. And right now, I have like 50% of my lungs. I have a sister here who has been very affected by smoking cigarettes. She and I have dedicated our lives now, especially to our children, to encourage them not to smoke and show them the results of their smoking. And we want to parents who do smoke to stop. The money that you're using to buy cigarettes could go for housing, education, and social programs. So stop burning up your bodies, and let's build up your communities. And don't tell me about it being hard. What's hard is trying to take that next step. What's hard is trying to get around in a wheelchair. Okay, the average person who smokes up to a pack a day is spending $3,000 a year smoking cigarettes. So the children has a message for you and a warning. So without further ado, out of the mouth of babes.
My name is Mrs. McNeil. I'm the local teacher here at Horton. We're so happy to see all your family members here to support. Behind us, you will see our 6th through 8th grade chorus members. These are a selected few. They volunteered to come out tonight. We're going to be singing a song called I Will Never Smoke. As you start to hear it more, join in with us because it's very catchy. We have 3 soloists. They are 6th graders, Christine, Paola, and Gabriella. This song, thank you. We love the support. This song is special to us. The man that wrote this song is here today. His name is Mr. Tom
Asthma is a breathing disorder many people suffer with. Asthma causes swelling in the airways, severe wheezing, rapid breathing, chest tightness, and feeling of anxiety, and many other constricting reactions. Asthma prohibits you from certain physical activities if you cannot control it, causing sufferers to carry inhalers, or sometimes for chronic sufferers such as myself, carry nebulizers and take preventive medicines, like steroids. For you in the audience who are not as well informed about this disease as I am, a nebulizer is a drug device used to administer medication in a form of a mist inhaled by an apparatus, such as a mouthpiece or tube. An asthma pump is similar in function, but an asthma pump is a small device that delivers medication into the lungs by a quick pump and deep inhale. Prednisone is a medication I often take as a preventive medicine cocktail with other medications. Now that we have those definitions out the way, shall we continue? All the medicines I mentioned are great. They allow me to participate in many activities. But like any major treatment, they are not foolproof. This disease has a mental and physical effect on me, which has halted many of my progressive functions as a youth. I know firsthand of many restrictions asthma causes. When my asthma flares up, it restricts me from physical activities. When I experience these episodes, I know what the doctors would say, what they would prescribe, how long it would take, the additional medications. This limited my activities, and steroids caused me to gain uncontrollable weight. My parents became highly concerned about all the weight on my heart. At times, I felt left out because of my disability. I was not able to enjoy myself. It was like I was in jail being guarded by asthma. I started to get depressed, became less confident. I was scared what people would think of me. Sometimes I would even cry. I was basically an emotional wreck. I progressively got worse. I couldn't even say my own name with pride. I could not blame anyone. Not the doctors, not God, not my parents. The only one I could blame was myself. I let my mind get the best of me. I wish my brothers excel in all these sports, and when I was offered the same opportunity, I would decline, knowing I was letting asthma to win. I started to notice the obvious changes in my body, so I started to be conscious of my food selection. This was hard. I had a relationship with food. If I ate a salad, I would imagine me eating a big bowl of fudge brownies. They were my favorite, by the way. But after a while, those imaginations just went away. I would be fibbing if I told you I eat healthy all the time. There are those days where I indulge. But there's a new me, and I can say I see and feel a change. Now I can say my name with renowned pride. Nyasia Yanis Peppers. I have not conquered asthma. No, I still enjoy my food. Yes, but I have refused to have asthma dictate my direction. I will not render control of my outer beauty. God has made me his image. He's the best architect who has governed this earth. In conclusion, because I know you all want to know what's new with me, I see a trainer 3 times a week. I officially played my first sport, soccer, and was selected by the Red Bulls to be a participant on their traveling team. My family is extra supportive, sometimes to a fault, if you know what I mean. My mom, who is the greatest, my brothers who are annoying but cool, my dad, who is the fort, make sure I get my workouts on the days I don't have to do nothing. Although I have asthma, with good health habits, I am embarking on a new me.
Thank you, Simon. I was a smoker about 30, 40 years. I started out at the age of 15, but it was just because I wanted to be cool with the game. I didn't inhale because I didn't know how. But I ended up at the age of 16 and got pregnant with this young man right here. And I put the cigarettes down. At the
has gone away with emphysema from smoking. She taught me, she asked me, she said, do you smoke? And I said, no, I don't know how. So she took me to the bathroom, showed me how to smoke, and from that day, I smoked up until almost 10 years ago. I was sitting my lungs left. I can't do anything like I used to. But I don't let this here take over me. I'll be it. And I want to tell all, if you're a smoker, you want to live, if you don't want to be confined to oxygen to breathe, or wheelchair, and it was like, at first it was like really depressing for me. And I continued, I just smoked. I have a grandson. He's about 4 years old. Stand up, dude. Stand up, dude. Stand up. My grandson, right here, at the age of 4. He said, Granny, you don't love me? I said, yes, I love you. He said, why you want to die easily? Confused, I said, cigarette. I said, oh my God. Oh my God, I have to wake up. I have to wake up. That's why, only not for my health, but for 3 young kids. And those are my grandchildren, because I'm going to be here and watch them grow. So if you're a grandmother and you're smoking, put it down. If you're not a grandmother yet and want to be a grandmother and live to see it, and if you smoke, put it down. I'm telling you, it's no fun at all. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Rasheen Peppers, and I'm here today just to tell you how cancer and how smoking has impacted my family. For many generations as a youth growing up, my mom was an avid smoker, my aunts, my uncles, and all of them have suffered from this. My mom, who has been stricken with emphysema and has now only 20% of her lungs, who is a COPD, who has to have constant oxygen from the effects of actually smoking. My uncle, who died of cancer from being an avid smoker, he was diagnosed with cancer the day he went into the emergency room for suffering with a cough, and he was diagnosed within a matter of hours, and he died within a matter of 24 hours after being diagnosed. My father, who was an avid smoker, he was also an athlete who ran marathons, died in 2008 in his 50s from pancreatic cancer. Although we don't know if that's the actual stimuli for him being diagnosed with cancer, but because he smoked contributed to it. So what I say to you is this: smoking is not good. You have to reevaluate and actually look at those around you. And if you see that you have friends and family that are smoking, instead of telling them don't smoke, just educate them. Go online, show them some pictures, maybe go visit a cancer center and talk to others. Try to scare them straight, or better yet, don't even start.
This is what he loves doing. He loves entertaining children and giving a positive message. You heard about Bubba Billy? Well, that's one of his characters in one of his songs. So let's give a warm, warm welcome for Mr. Tom Gordon.
How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right tonight? First of all, before I go any further, I just wanted to say something about how we don't get paid. But she's right, we don't get paid in money, but I gotta tell you something, we get paid in a way that no one can really understand. When we help these beautiful children, the children we saw dancing behind us, the children in the audience, we see them and we maybe can do a little something to bring them to that choice that they will make someday, yes or no. Are we gonna do healthy for us, or are we gonna do something that's not healthy for us? We can help them to that choice. That's how we get paid. When I was 12 years old, just for the kids out here who are here, we have a whole bunch bunch of them, all ages, whether you're teenagers, whether you're younger. When I was 12 years old, I lost my mother because of cigarettes, and that's the only reason I lost her. So 12 years old, she smoked 3 packs a day, and I lost her. We lost an amazing person. Now, my 3 children never got to meet their grandmother because of cigarettes, and that's the only reason, just cigarettes. So when I wrote I Will Never Smoke, it was for a really good reason. I got to do a little something good with something that was not so good. The way we get paid in this, and what we do, and what we all try to do for our children, when I had a child that I played for in 2nd grade, she grew up, and she graduated college, she came back to town, and she said, Mr. Gardner, she goes, when I was in 2nd grade, you sang I Will Never Smoke. She said, I thought about that song my whole life, and I don't, and she gave me credit, and I don't want it, but she said that the idea of that ran through her head. I will never smoke her whole life, and she never touched a cigarette, and that's how we get paid. That's how we get paid. So there's a couple songs we had a request for. We'd like to do some interaction here. We'd like to help get our kids maybe up dancing here in a little bit in the aisles. But this is a song called Bully Bubba, and it's a tongue twister song. And I'm going to sing it. It's about a bully when I was in 5th grade. Do we have any 5th graders here? 5th graders? 6th graders? 5th graders? Excellent. When I was in 5th grade, probably 20 years ago or so, ago, see where the math wizards are at 20. There was a bully that was worse than the kind of a bully that starts fights. He was the kind of a bully that used his words to hurt people, to keep people down. And that, to me, is the worst kind of bully, because you all are heroes. You're superheroes. Every one of you in this audience, you're a superhero because you have the power of your words to encourage someone, to help someone, and not to put them down. Bubba did not do that. So this is a song I wrote called Bully Bubba. Oh, everybody's bitter about Bully Bubba, because Bubba is the biggest bully in the whole school. Bully Bubba belts out a big bully man, because Bully Bubba doesn't know that bullies aren't cool. Bubba makes fun of kids that are smaller. That's how he feels better about himself. People that I mean have a low self-esteem. They think they can take it from everybody. Now my friend Johnny met a boy like Bubba. They got so bad he didn't want to go to school. He talked to his teachers and he talked to his parents. He learned why bullies do the things they do. Whoa, everybody's better about Bully Bubba, because Bubba is the biggest bully in the whole school. Bully Bubba belts out a big bully man, because Bully Bubba doesn't know that bullies aren't cool. So what should you do when you meet someone like Bubba? Should you run? Should you hide? And what should you say? Try to act brave and try to ignore him. When you ignore a bully, their power goes away. But you need to tell someone tattling isn't tattling. Telling's what we do to protect you and me. Never join in and watch a bully bully. That audience is really all a bully ever need. Whoa, everybody's bitter about Bully Bubba, because Bubba is the biggest bully in the whole school. Bully Bubba belts out a big bully man, because Bully Bubba doesn't know that bullies aren't cool. Now here's a little story about the smallest little girl with the largest little heart that you ever did see. One day Bubba made a mistake, tried to bully her. What happens next you won't believe. Well, she looked him in the eyes and never even cried. All of Bubba's friends began to laugh at him. Bubba put his head down, he walked past everyone, never bothered anybody ever again. One more time now, everybody's bitter about Bully Bubba, because Bubba is the biggest bully in the whole school. Bully Bubba belts out a big bully man, because Bully Bubba doesn't know that bullies aren't cool. There's Bully Bubba. Thank you so much. I know that things are running late. We're going to play a couple more songs here for you, but this is an important song to me also. This one's called Just Say No to Drugs, and I would love to have some of you kids here learn the chorus with me, if you can do that. And the chorus is very simple. It goes, I want to live in a natural way. I won't be cheated of a single day. My body and mind are mine, so I say, just say no to drugs. Very, very simple. That's how it goes. See if I'm in the right key. No, wrong key. Here we go. It goes, fun. We'll just try it and see if we can get some of you kids singing at the end. Oh, I want to live in song I dedicate to my daughter. My daughter graduated with a teaching degree a couple years ago. Found out there were no jobs. So she did what I thought very proud of her for doing. She volunteered, went down to South Africa, a town so poor that it cost a family $10 a year to send their child to school. And there were hundreds of families within walking distance that could not afford this. So she raised a little Facebook campaign, and she raised enough money for 300 families to be able to send 300 kids to school for a year. But it's just a wonderful volunteer thing that she did. And I dedicate this song. It's called Lion Sleeps Tonight from Lion King. I think we have our band in it. We want to have a little bit of friends, a little bit of help out there. We got some weeble ways. Maybe we can get the chorus going. At a river
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm glad to be able to be with you to share this evening. You know, my wife and I come in from Pennsylvania, and we don't know what to expect. But we do know that when Jahada calls, and when Jahada summons, it's a feat in excellence. It's something that is creative. It is something that is inspirational. Now, we know that all kids don't learn like the same way. They don't receive stimulation the same way. But if you give those kids to Jahada, she'll find a way to reach them. And I think we've seen that tonight. She is a loyal person. She's a dedicated person. And she has these kids as interests at heart. You can go to sleep on that one. That's Jahada. Now, the program tonight was about stopping the slaughter. And Jahada has been there. She's a true example of that. We talk about my father, and I love my father. We were very close, and I said he was the smartest person I knew. But Daddy had just one weakness. And that was he had to have his cigar. And I remember him sending me to his office to get his cigars. I almost got shot one night. I was in his office, and the security police came in, and I startled them, and they drew at me. And my father retired. These are things that you don't see in a book. They retire you at 70 in the state of Delaware. So he was retired. And we expected that we would spend a lot of time together. We would be doing a lot of things together. But just as he got settled in into his retirement, I lost my dad. I lost him to cancer due to smoking. Jahada hit the, no matter what your concern is when it comes to her, she's going to find a way to address it, whether it be education, whether it be politics, whether it be social needs, whether it be whatever kind of need it is, she can find a way to address it. My mother was a nurse, and she was top in her field. And she started a nursing program at Delaware State University. But the thing about it is, my father passed at 72. He was a smoker. My mother lived to 95. She did not smoke. And I say to all of you, you have a choice to make. You have a decision to make. Is your decision about life or death? How do you choose to live? Do you choose extend your life and have an influence on the lives of others and young people, even your peers. You have that choice. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to tell you that you have a choice to make. The choice is yours. I'm glad to be associated with Greater Spirits. I think I've known Jahada over 30 years. And yes, she's persistent, she's insistent. And we talked a lot about her, but it's about the program and the children. And I know that when she calls, it's something worthwhile. And I'm glad that I've had the chance to know you over the years. And now turning the baton over to my son, and there's another generation going into it. And I think he's very much enthused, and he's learning the ropes, and he's going to get us there. He's going to get us there. And I appreciate your indulgence, I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your cooperation. And one more thing I want to do. Jenna Marie. Jenna Marie. Yes, you do. Where would you come from? On behalf of Creative Spirits, State of New Jersey, we'd like to present this to Dr. William H. Horton Elementary School. Principal, in appreciation for your encouragement, your commitment, and support in our campaign to get tobacco out of our community. Creative Spirits of the State of New Jersey. And this is presented this evening, April 15th, 2015. Thank you so much.
Parents who smoke, even at my age, I'm almost 50, and it breaks my heart to see them, and I want them to be around for their grandchildren. So if you are a smoker, please think about your children, think about your grandchildren, and just put it down. It's not worth it, and you're hurting a lot of other people along with them. So I'm grateful for this program. I look forward to working with you again next year. And please be a partner with us again next year. I'd also like to thank all of you who did come out to support your children, because that means the world to them. And it shows the dedication and the support to our schools, so I appreciate that also. I want to just give a couple of thank yous. Ms. Evans, who spearheaded this whole program with Ms. Sharif, she spent countless hours with Ms. Sharif planning everything, so thank you, Ms. Evans. Ms. McAllister and Ms. Aguilar and Ms. McNeil all helped with the skits and the dancing and the singing. Our community engagement specialist who decorated the entire auditorium, and
You know, the mayor could not make it here today, but so before we do close, he did send someone from his office to speak in his behalf, and I know they're going to take something back good. But before you do that, we have a couple of our board members here. And like Mr. Mishu here, he's been with us for over 30 years. Mr. Williams been with us another 30. And Mr. Sam Arnold, I know, I always put them in this here little bar. Oh, John, I just want to come and enjoy myself. But tell us about how well you enjoyed yourself. Mr.
Tremendously.
Come up and tell the world.
First, I want to thank Johanna for all the support that she's giving these young people. Me, myself, I was a smoker from the time of me. My mother passed at the age of 36, not from smoking. My father passed at age 81. He was a heavy smoker, down with brain tumor. My only aunt, my two brothers, my sister, all passed away from cancer. Okay. Now, when a person got genetics in their body, and your family passed away from cancer, why would you smoke? So I stopped smoking, I think in 2008 when Obama first got elected. People said, why? I thank God that I first saw a black man get elected as president of the United States. I said, now I want to see him serve his first term, I want to see him serve his second term, and I want to get out there in the community and do everything that I possibly can to help him while he's in office. So I stopped smoking, and besides to encourage my wife, she got my nerve to make me stop smoking. So any of you out there who may even think about smoking, forget it. It's not cool at all. So thank you, Johanna Sharif, and please stay on these kids' back. Thank you.
And I will stay on board. Mitchell Williams. He has been with Creative Spirits as long as I have. Just 2 words.
Good afternoon. Well, certainly I enjoyed the program and enjoyed being here. And I just want you to let you know that this is only one of Jahada's talents. She has many talents. For 33 years, I was president and CEO of Debonair Menswear Incorporated. And our paths crossed when she stopped into my store one evening and just she was looking for support for her programs. And she had many programs, but she was looking for support for this special program. And I was impressed with her desire to help the community. And I was more impressed with her ability to help the young people in the community. She is very interested and passionate about children, especially children at risk. So for the last 35 years, I would say, I have been a part of Creative Spirits in one way or another. But Jahada has more talents than just what you see tonight. She's an actress in her own right. She's also a writer and a producer. She not only produced shows like this for children, but she produced shows for adults. And I think a few of you have been in her program. I know Luna has played in one of her programs that she has written. So she's a phenomenal woman. And I think that she deserves a big round of applause from everybody. This
Okay, Luna want to say something. I want to bring the deputy mayor.
Thank you, John. Before we close this evening, I just want to say one more thing. I understand that the program this evening is in memorandum of my dad, Dr. Luna Mishi. When you do your research, there may be a couple things that the books will tell you, but one of the smartest people I know or knew. He was one of the top 10 mathematicians anywhere in the world. During the 50s, when we got involved in the space program, my father designed the mathematical equations for the orbits of our satellites. discovery to his name. I couldn't tell you what it's all about. And I was pretty good in math and science. But he's also one of the top 10 in physics the world over. And I didn't talk about that too much while he was alive. I didn't know too much. But he began to tell me in his latter years, and I really learned a lot from his associates, people that he worked with, people that he wrote with, and other associates. But he is one of the greatest minds anywhere in the world. And I'm proud of him, I'm proud of that. And I'm just beginning, I can talk about it, and I can talk about it with pride. And to honor him and do something in his memory. And I won't talk about me. I won't talk about my son or my other children. But my wife is here, and I think I can give her a round of applause.
My name is Jacqueline Quiles. I'm the new Deputy Mayor of Community Engagement for the City of Newark. And on behalf of the City of Newark and our great Mayor, Russ J. Baraka, we want to congratulate the principal, all the volunteers, the teachers, and especially our great actors and singers, our students. Let's hear it one more time for our students. We would love to take a picture with the students while we show the mayor. Anything we could do to help this campaign, the doors from City Hall are open. Congratulations one more time.
Okay, and I would like to thank Mr. Bill Good. He's been coming out for Creative Spirits for how many years to make sure that we get a history, a reporting of everything that we do. And he's bringing some new mentors with him to show them how to do this. So we really, and these are all volunteers. So we have a lot of people in our community that's very, very giving, but we don't have enough. So thank you, each and every one of you. As we get ready to close, I want to say especially thanks to my nephew. And I love what my niece has done. And she's doing a very good job as a mother. Very good. And support, I love you so much. Ditto. And the band, thank you. Thank you, Dawood. Thank you, We're here for many, many years.
AKA strategy number one.
AKA strategy number one. And Charles Keynes, who recently joined, he teaches music to children. Now, he teaches them chess. Right? So, you know, we have made up a lot of good, caring people, and I'm blessed to be able in this position. I really am. Thank you so much. And good evening.
All right.
Morales?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let shine. This little light of mine, I'm
thought it would be a great idea to introduce this program and bring it to our students. It talks about what the impact of smoking is on our children in our community. And he came with data, and he also came to me with the film and shared what had been done over the years with this campaign and what this program has done. And it's a nonprofit organization. They came to us, they set up a program, they came twice a week for months and worked tirelessly with our children. Jahada Sharif is the founder of the program, and she came and donated her time, and our students fell in love with her. And these are a few of our students. And just the importance of the program and their mission and bringing this to our people, the impact of smoking, that smoking can kill you and it will kill you if you don't stop. And it's affecting our children in our neighborhood. And one of the things that I love about the program, it transcends all cultures, all nationalities, and we have a bilingual population, and the program just fit in for everybody. So we would not be here today without them. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to Ms. Sharif and grateful to Mr. Bishu for bringing the program to our school. On a personal note, my grandmother passed away from cancer, and she was a heavy smoker. She passed away at the age of 4. So I'm very dedicated to this project, and I'm not sure that I even shared this with anyone before. So it has a special place in my heart. Over the past few months, we've been working since January. We participated in National Kick Butts Day, and our children did a great performance. They did coasters, they did campaigned, they campaigned with their parents, they campaigned in the neighborhood, and they signed a commitment, they made an agreement that they would not smoke, and I'm really excited about that. So today some of the students are going to share their thoughts about smoking with me as well. So I'll start on this side. What are your thoughts? What do you feel about smoking? Why is it bad?
Give us your name and all that too.
My name is Angeli, and what my thoughts about smoking is that if you start smoking, it starts in magazines, it shows in magazines like people like in good health and all that. But in real life, it actually gives you cancer. You start getting bad. You start going to a hospital, and you can really die in a really young age if you start smoking.
Great. Would you like to share this, Jeremy?
Hola, mi nombre es Jeremy y lo que quiero decirles es que estas personas siguen repartiendo sus venenos a las personas que les gusta leer sus revistas.
Judith, can you interpret for us?
Okay. They continue to advertise their poison in magazines that they know that us young like to read.
That's not good, is it? No, right? What do you think?
Hey, my name is Louis, and my thought is that those people that smoke get cancer in the mouth and stuff like that, and they can die so young.
I agree. Hi, my name is Judith. What I think about smoking is that it's something that you could get addicted to, but it's not very good at. Because parents, if they smoke, they're probably going to pass it on to the kids, and we're the replacement smokers, which we don't want to be.
Good job. I think another important issue is it costs a lot to smoke. It is not a cheap habit, and we live in difficult financial times. So every dollar that's spent on a pack of cigarettes can go towards education. It can go towards something positive instead of something negative. So I believe that this program, it has been a great success. It has blessed our parents, our students. Our students are much more knowledgeable about smoking and the effects. They can give you facts, they can give you details, they can give you everything. And I'm excited because if you empower them today, they can share the word and spread it, and we hope that you'll do the same. Thank you. And I'm the Vice Principal of Dr. William H. Horton Elementary School in Newark, New Jersey. And today I have with me a few students.
Hello, my name is Angeli.
Hello, my name is Jen.
Hello, my name is Judith.
Hello, my name is Louis.
And we'll be speaking about the no smoking, our no smoking